two playoff teams tussle in Carson. It's The Coach. This is Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, the two wildcard teams from the AFC last year meet in the opener.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about... This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brissett. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and he's got Rodgers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Brissett over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. First down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from Charger territory now, Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brissett now. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go play action with Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brissett again. Funches with a catch over the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey's one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On is the Chargers punter now. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Brissett sets to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Mack. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the 2nd-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
52, Mike 52. Ricky.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. On play action, Brissett under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They'll run on first down. Grant.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Now Breeze. Screen pass to Blount. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On is the Chargers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. To throw is Brissett. Desmond King there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Mack on the counter. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So out come the Chargers. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down now. Blunt. And Blunt loses the football. And he's got room. Breaks through the contact. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OT.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Step. Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Brees. Wide open receiver complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, Blunt. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, 27 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. To throw, Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. To try again after the sack. Brissett. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Breeze now. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Breeze will try again on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 38-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip. Patrick Mahomes. 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Next, we'll stay right here in the Sunshine State. Head down to Tampa, check on the Bucs. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Marquise Goodwin, up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Appreciate it. A one-touch. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.